roof's caving in here. The area that was closed off. I have no idea where this goes. So it's a lovely winter day here. It's about 5 degrees C. We're going to go to Lysa Hora, which is Bald Mountain here, just outside of center in Kyiv. And supposedly this area has been used for many years, hundreds of years, for different things, from forts to satanic rituals, pagan rituals. Witches have come up here, and we're going to come up here and see what's at the top to see. It's also was a site of a Russian fort and execution of political prisoners. There was a jail here. They then executed those prisoners, I think 200 prisoners, in the early 20th century. Used to be able to drive up here, but now they've got it gated. We had to walk up the trail. Kind of an area here with all the leaves off the trees. Even some of the graffiti makes it add to the lore of the area. So we see this empty building here. I don't know if it's part of like an old fort or a storage area. There was the Russians, when they built the fort here, that they ended up not using because it wasn't much of a military significance. They actually turned it into like a storage facility. And this looks like one of those buildings. We'll go explore it a little bit. So I see an entrance here at the other side we'll go into. Check it out. The roof's caving in here. See if we can jump over here. another area that we can't get into here. Looks like they've had some fires in here. Maybe some homeless, or maybe some rituals. Alright. Oh. This was the area that was closed off. Can't see much in there.
Pretty creepy here. Pretty creepy here.
Got a guide here who's probably spent many a afternoon up here. Looks like somebody was living up here. Here too. This is interesting. Down into the sewer. Because of the height of the peak up here, it's actually used for radio towers, as you see. And then this building is here. It looks like to support the radio towers. There's a car up here, and one of the doors is open, so I think it's a maintenance building. Coming around the side of the radio towers, there's a path that I'm going to take, like a single track, that I'll take up here to the top. We'll see what's up here. gotta say, this is one of those things about Ukraine that I like. There's all this lore surrounding this mountain or this hill. And you know, they still have rituals up here. And it's got a lot of abandoned buildings. Supposedly there's tunnels. And in the States, you wouldn't be able to necessarily explore like you can here. You pretty much can go anywhere, unless there's some security guard or somebody who's, you know, watching the area, getting paid to sit and watch the area and run you off when you go somewhere you shouldn't. Here, you pretty much, like I say, you can just explore everywhere. And it's a pretty nice view too of the city as we look back down the hill towards Kyiv. A lot of new buildings being built. You see it's all over Kyiv. These cranes are like everywhere. You know, the sky is just littered with them as you look out across. And I have no idea who's buying all these apartments. It's pretty crazy, you know. The money they cost, financing is almost non-existent. There is financing, but it's nothing like in the States. So you pretty much pay cash anytime you want an apartment, and to just see these getting scooped up like they are, so many of them you can't even. They're sold out years before they're even finished being built. So we're coming down from the bluff or the grove that was up above, coming down to where there's some pagan figures, supposedly down here, where they do some of the rituals. I think there's they're carvings, wood carvings of like faces. I'm not quite sure. We'll take a look. But what I read about this place is that even ancient religious people, I don't know what you call them, like pagan priests or something like this, when they were being attacked and stuff, they dug caves and caverns into the hill here, and even buried some like writings that they had. They were trying to even create this new religion that would incorporate the values of Christians with the values of the pagans and bring it together and trying to get a movement going. Obviously, I don't think they ever did, but this is, you know, again, some of this lore around this hill or this mountain that seems to follow it, you know, century after century. You just hear more and more about this. Even as recently, I think, as within the last 10 years, there were some people camped up here, and it sounds like some ultra right-wing people came up here and burned down the camps. So it just like I said, more and more of these stories you hear about this conflicted place. Okay, came to like a tunnel here. Not sure what it is, but definitely, I guess it goes through the mountain here out to the other side. So let's go in and see where it goes. All right, kind of a steep incline here, dirt floor. You can tell there were big gates on this opening, big hinges at one time, or the hinges are still here, big gates at one time. Not sure why they would have had that. Let's see. It's big. It looks like a rock up here, like maybe a painted rock. Over here I see another tunnel. I noticed that one back there was number 6. So we'll see what this one is. I kind of like how the bricks go up into the hillside and just kind of fade out. And this one here is numbered, looks like number 5. Again, hinges for doors here. This one definitely is not nearly as tall as the others. So I don't know. The equipment couldn't be very big if it was used for equipment. I've been noticing these white stripes on trees. Seems to be like they're marking certain locations around here. So I also read that there's always been a number of suicides up here every year, where the police come up and find people, hang themselves from the trees and stuff. Kind of reminds me of as quiet it is here, being in the center of the city. Reminds me of a place in Japan near Mount Fuji, I believe, the foothills of Fuji. I think the place translates to Sea of Trees or something like this, where people go to commit suicide on a routine basis, an alarming rate. In fact, they put up signs in that forest in Japan of, call this number, don't do it. There's people here to get you help. But just, I guess, walking through here, as quiet as it is kind of solemn and eerie as it is. There's a certain presence about it. Even some of the trees are scarred. I see this quite a bit. This tree here, bowed like it is, very interesting. Again, over here, scarred tree. All right, we'll keep heading out. Okay, came across kind of a little opening, like a grove, or like, I don't know, an opening in the grove. Found another tunnel here. Going to go through it to try to get on the other side of this mountain. Again, trying to find the faces. So here we are going in another cave. This one goes up and to the other side of this very steep mountain cliff. So we'll see. So pretty well maintained paths. I've seen some mountain bikers up here, so I don't know if that's what some of these trails are. Looks like this tree has recently fallen over the path. The bark's all gone on this one. Yeah, it looks like there's some pretty cool trails if you're a mountain biker up here. There's another white mark on the tree. I wonder if this is the way to go. Let me walk up this little path here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go down this steep hill here. Okay, it looks like there's this trail in between these two hills that should possibly lead towards something. I keep seeing these, again, white paint on trees. This probably looks pretty nice in the spring and summer with all the leaves on the tree. Right now, I guess I can't say it doesn't look nice. It's interesting with the sun shining through the naked branches of the trees, and then the carpet of leaves that's on the ground here. And this kind of wide path between the two hills. Boy, this is pretty cool. There's the trees are marked all over the place. I have no idea what some of this stuff means, but these trees are all marked. Okay. Well, this tree for some reason is really marked up. So, explore this area a little bit. Okay. Let's see over here. Got these heads coming out of the ground. All of these symbols and areas for fire. Definitely a recent activity going on up here. Somebody brought bread, apples. Looks like an offering. Very, very interesting. I'll have to learn more about this, what the purpose of some of this is. But Torii Gate with some inscriptions on it. I don't know what they call it in Russian, but I know it as a Torii Gate from living in Japan. Another rock by this wooden figure with, again, looks like some seeds or offerings. Maybe it's, I don't know. Okay, I found out a little more. This god here, it's four sides of the same god. Name is, I'm going to slaughter this, but Perun, and kind of god of strength, god of power, and the four sides here represent, I believe, like the four compass directions: north, south, east, and west. And this area here, with these heads and displays, and represents how they interpreted space to look. So the center point of space, this is Perun, who, I don't know, I'm going to interpret that created the beginning, created north, south, east, west, created the heavens or the earth. And this is how the religion for them represented Perun and the four sides of Perun. Also some interesting marks on the back of this one. Not sure what they mean, but alright. Well, probably start heading back now. Okay, I was looking at these mounds and I said, there's no way that these are natural. I looked at this one and I saw the shape, there's no way. And then I saw this hole. It makes me think that there used to be access into these into whatever these are. This is a depression here that I don't want to fall into. I can't tell what it is or if it's anything. But these mounds to me appear, maybe this is an entrance. Could very well have been an entrance here. I'm going to get off of this because this would be the opening. And I don't think the soil is very stable. So, okay. I think further supporting my claim that this is man-made. There's this, which I have no idea where this goes. I'll stick the camera down here. It's going to go upside down, but maybe I can rotate it for you guys later. Not very exciting. I don't even think it's worth going up there. It looks more like from a homeless camp. Definitely cool to come see. Real close to the house, and never knew it was here. Hey, buddy.
You're so